how to replace or remove the pedal box from a 1977 MGB, this has been in this particular car has been in a barn for about 20 years. I've already removed the brake master cylinder. You can see all these connectors came out really nice. They didn't get stripped or anything. It was able to come off with the boost just fine. The boost has some rust on it. We're going to give it an evaluation and see if there's any rubber in there that needs to be replaced. But here's my plan. So I've seen a couple of other videos on this. A lot of people take a lot of stuff apart inside here to get it out, but I have a feeling that it makes it a lot more difficult, a lot more complicated than it has to be. You can see 2 bolts right down in here that come up from this side, and then you can see, let me get the light in here. 1 bolt right there that comes in from the top. There's a couple of bolts that are down inside here, but they come up from inside under the firewall, so that shouldn't be that difficult to come out. And then if you're looking back in here, you can see, move the light a little more, there's 2 more bolts, one there, and then there's one over on the other side here. I don't know if I get the light where you can see it, but it's right there. And those are accessible from inside the firewall. I'll show you that. Okay, so from inside the firewall, you can see those 2 bolts come right in right there. The trick here is that it's a hydraulic clutch. So that tube right there goes to the clutch, and you see that big old nut right in the middle there. I think if I take that off, I won't even have to mess with that tube, and the whole thing will come out as a unit. Okay, so once you get all those bolts off, the 2 in the firewall right here, and then there's 6 here, or 3 here that come from the up, and then another 3 over here that go down. Once you get all those down or up, you can pull the whole box up. You notice here I've separated the tubing for the clutch. There's a cap on here, so you don't necessarily even have to worry about getting the connector off the end of the tube. You can just pull that off and the whole thing comes off. So you don't have to mess with this, and it makes it really easy to take off. So once you get to the point where you have to take the springs off on the bottom down here. But once you get to this point, you really easily access this bolt right here, and that will make it easy for you to separate the clutch. The clutch pedal will fall down, and then the whole thing comes out. Snap, not a problem.